Hey, what's going on, guys? Uh, how am I on the screen, guys? Why is my camera looking sideways? Is my camera jacked up on you for you guys? I don't like this. It looks weird for me. Like it's coming in like super weird. Hopefully, when Bone Breaking Action comes in, it'll look weird. Yeah, it's not supposed to be that way though. It
All
was a
right, where are we at over here?
yeah, for like whatever reason, my phone is rotated and it's not supposed to be. Uh, I, I don't like this.
Well, it's fixed now.
How does my camera look to you guys?
Yeah, it's
It's
fixed now.
yeah, I don't like that. It doesn't look good to me. Like my head is like this big on the camera. It doesn't look situated.
It's fixed now. If anything, just lean, scoot back. I don't know.
But otherwise, for like on your point of view, does it is it like even or whatnot or
Yeah, your head's even.
all right, shoot. You know whenever I watch like YouTubers, man, they got like this high quality crap. Like it looks like I don't know, like they're shooting like a high $250 million like Avengers movie or something. And I
Yeah,
want to know, like, I want to seriously know, like, what kind of camera equipment these mofos are using because I am jealous as hell of the sort of cameras or lenses or whatever it is that they're using. Like
I don't
I
know,
told,
man.
like I
It's
told you,
not
like
that. It's not that serious to me, man. I've seen people complain about people's microphones and all that, and like,
yeah.
just chill out. It ain't that important. You can hear me, so everything's fine. You know what I mean? I can see if it was like really cruddy or if there's some interference or whatever, but I don't think there's no reason to buy an expensive microphone or anything. You know what I mean?
Well, for me, like I definitely want to put out the best quality, best quality picture possible. Especially if I want this to be something where I want it. I don't want to say career because it's not really a career. I don't look at it as a career, but if I want to make money off this, I want it to be something for the viewers. I want them to get the best product possible. So and when I do live streams and something, I want to have 50 people come in, 100 people, 200 people, and I want them to be able to hear me. I want them to be able to have the best picture background and whatnot, and I want the lighting and stuff to be picturesque and not to be stupid and like
I
this.
think it should be
Yeah,
more about the subject matter and stuff like that. But yeah, in this new world and stuff,
I
people are all
respect.
picky about people are all picky about all that kind of stuff and all that. I mean,
Yeah. Tony's
I'm
like
from the
Irish
trailer
coffee.
park. I don't give a damn.
So guys are asking about the whiskey coffee and all that. I'm like, look, man, ever since we started doing like 3 streams a week, like normally I have my one stream a week, and I'd wake up on Sunday mornings. I'd be hungover, and I might and there's days where I'd wake up Monday, and I'd even wake up Tuesday, and I'd still feel the effects of Saturday's live stream, and I'd still feel weak. I'd feel hungover, and I have those headaches and whatnot, and I'd still feel bad. But ever since I moved to 3 days a week with live streams, I don't know what it is. Like that dizziness, that sensation, that weakness, that drunkenness, it doesn't go away. I don't know how else to explain it. Like I feel drunk. I feel hungover every day. And these last several days, it's gotten worse and worse. And today I'm like, I got to take a break. I don't feel like I can't drink today. So I'm like, you know what? I will drink today, but I'm gonna have to have coffee today because this is um I've had a lot of water today, and I feel like I'm gonna have coffee today because I just been really sick today. I really haven't eaten today, so try something a little bit different for this live stream. BBA has to go to work today, so it's gonna be a much shorter live stream than normal. So Bum Shadows and I we kind of discussed this on Monday. These live streams are never intended to be 3, 4, 5 hour live streams. Now, if they like organically, with the discussion, if they just happen to be 3 hours long, 4 hours long, because that's just where the discussion goes, so be it. If we go 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, whatever, that's what happens. But I kind of want to keep these to an hour and a half, 2 hours. That way people can kind of treat this like, hey, they're tuning in Monday because this is their 7 to 9 o'clock TV show for the night. I want them to tune in and I want them to stay in for the full 2 hours. No tune outs for that entire 2 hour stream. And I want that to be their TV show for the night. And if they know, hey, it's going to be 2 hours, not no 5 hour show, it's going to be more of an inclination to stay in for the full show. So I think that's gonna be a lot more easy for the viewers if they know that from the get go. All right, let me get back here to the viewers. Toronto LA Dodgers tied at 2. Hot cocoa. Nah, it's coffee for today. What's up, Tony? But I imagine. Oh, you wanted to talk about WrestleFest today.
Did you get that or what?
Yeah, I mean, but because Kirk was telling me about it, and he's like, get your ass on Amazon now because it's only like $500. Well, it was 600, but they have like a little built-on coupon. You click the button and it knocks $100 off the code off the price. So I'm like, hell yeah! So with taxes, it was like $530, and it took a few days, and you get the package in the mail. They ship it through like FedEx or something, and the box itself, I mean, it comes in like a box like yay big, and the box is beautiful. I mean, that box alone you got to hold on to because that graphics on it was beautiful, and I think it's collection worthy. But I wasn't even trying to build that. Kirk, like, yeah, it took him like 12 hours to build. My wife, I'm not Mr. Fix It. My wife is, so I wasn't even trying to fix that by myself. I hired a handyman to build that for me. I'm like, screw it, couple $100. I was happy I didn't have to build that crap. I built a Ninja Turtles Technodrome by myself. That thing took me like 3 or 4 hours. And I'm like, if it took me that long to build a freaking children's play toy, imagine how long it would have taken me to build a freaking gaming system. I'm like, no
I
way.
heard they're harder, but I'm a dumbass and I put a few of the arcade one-ups together, so it can't be that much harder than an arcade one-up.
I mean,
the thing about that is the missing guys. That's like sucks.
Yeah, you can actually see it. What is it? Not WrestleFest, Superstars, where they talk about Andre the Giant being missing in the middle of Virgil and Ted DiBiase. I'm like, yeah, that really stands out, and that's bullshit. Because I really remember that. That really stands out.
That's really sad, man. It's like I almost want to get it just to have it, but without the guys, it takes a lot away from it. And I don't know why, but Sergeant Slaughter was my guy on the WrestleFest too,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really sad that they're not on it, man. Really sad. I think I got the Dodgeball for Nintendo. I got one of the Nintendo clones, and I got Dodgeball on that, and that's a fun game. I play the hell out of that.
What sucks is you got to turn off the game. Like you literally have to power it down and power it back on every time you want to start a new game. Like you just can't back out into the main menu in order to get to a new game, which is stupid as hell. So that is. So
I think you can like hold down start or hold down something for like 10 seconds and it'll do it. I'm not sure what you hold down, but I'm pretty sure you hold down something and it does it.
Hey Tony, I see that comment right there, man. Yeah, definitely with that. He's like, yeah, it's old age. You're gonna have your hangovers for a lot longer. Oh man, but I mean, I didn't see a way where you can like back out. And I tried playing around with that thing a little bit, but like I ended up just powering down and just restarting. And now I'm just trying to go through these comments. Let's see. I don't drink anymore. I don't drink any less either. Mm. Oh, so I was thinking about your video, what you're thinking about on the throne. And I thought about I keep calling him Adam because I don't know what his name is. I just heard Matt Cardona call him, call the owner of Zombie Sailors that once in one of his videos, and I assumed that the guy he was interviewing, that was his Adam, and I assumed that was the owner, and and I'm like, what does owner Adam Zombie Sailors Toys think about when he's on the throne? Smoking a cigarette, drinking his coffee, watching Wadi's channel review videos of Zombie Sailors toys while he's on the throne. Well, he watches my review videos and he hears about how I talk about how Larry the dog is going to be the most valuable Zombie Sailors figure in the video in the future. So, how can we capitalize on Larry the dog? Well, it's Halloween. So, let's take the most popular figure, the one that's probably going to be the most valuable, and let's make it horror themed. Well, can we make it a werewolf, perhaps? Well, we can't do that because then we can't do that because then we're infringing on like all of your Hollywood monsters, your mummy, your vampire, etc. So we probably can't do that. All right, fine. Let's rip off Sal Lomedico and let's turn this bad boy into a glow in the dark Frankenstein type monster. Okay. It was like a $15 glow in the dark Larry the dog that they just posted today. I looked at that, I'm like, this is actually really nice. I'm like, son of a gun. You know what, you guys, you may have done it because I was actually interested in this bad boy. I was gonna buy that. And I got paid today, and I moved some money around, and filled in some blanks in my savings account, and I'm like, damn, there's no really money any left over for acquisitions, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna have to put this on hold because there are a couple things. I think that clown Danhausen and the glow in the dark Larry were actually some really nice pickups if I decided to go for more of those. But if anyone is interested, those might be some nice ones. I mean, I'm not sure about the whole Danhausen arms thing because we all know what those figures are like, but I do like the look of that particular figure if anyone is interested. And I think the price is a little bit lower. I think like 28 bucks. So you're not paying the basic $45 on it. But I want that Larry glow in the dark figure though. That one is nice.
Yeah, I saw that today too.
Let's see what we got here. Cena and Dusty are now showing us back order. I've heard that. I saw that on Facebook, and I am not happy about that. I haven't got any Target back orders or anything like that, which sucks. But I'm seeing a lot of Facebook messages saying that people were getting those notifications.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean? That you order it and it just isn't ready yet to be shipped or what?
Pretty much that. Let's say 100 people ordered the item, and maybe 30 of them are actually available for shipping. So
All
let's
right.
say the other 70 are back ordered. So they're still going to be shipped out to the people who purchased them, but they're going to be delayed.
Well, speaking of the new LJNs and shit, Hogan looks a little different. His legs are a little bit skinnier than the OG one, or what? Or is it just, it's not exactly the same all the way, right?
For which one? The new LJNs?
Yeah, the Hogan, like the Hogan, his legs are a little bit skinnier,
I mean,
and
I got the new
and they're
Hogan.
positioned a little bit different.
I really, looking at the card, I really didn't notice a difference. And like I thought maybe the hands were like a little bit tinier than the original, because I got the original card right here in front of me, and I thought maybe the hands were a little bit tinier. But it could just because I'm just looking at it on the card. But like it really wasn't like a major difference.
And then I saw
Well,
somebody that had one and was reviewing it or whatever, and they were talking about how it seems a bit more detailed because painting has gotten better, so it looks just a little bit like more detailed or better than the OG one.
yeah. So I'm going through some messages. It looks like Tech Sergeant here was asking to go back to 80s and 90s wrestling. So good thing that we're talking about the Hogan retro figure here, which is awesome.
With the new LGN thing, one thing I want to say tonight in this live stream and stuff is that because I'm an old guy too, and I'm not really into modern wrestling too. I watch highlights, I keep up with it, but I don't love it like I used to. But the new LGN Logan Paul, all of us old guys don't know, and I know Logan Paul has some stigma over his Suicide Forest deal and all that, but I could give a damn about Logan Paul and about YouTube and who's the little trending on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and all that. You mean? So I didn't know nothing about Logan Paul until he came to WWE. I mean, I knew who he was. I knew he was like some like Mr. Beast, whatever the hell them he does. You know what I mean? But so knowing nothing about Logan Paul, Logan Paul comes to WWF and he's a great wrestler. He's a great heel, and we're all hating on him, but he's like old school in a way, or like I don't know, he's good. He won the belt. I don't even know because like I said, I don't follow it all hardcore, but Logan Paul like won the U.S. Championship or whatever, and wrestling fans are hating on him because he's an outsider. So he goes and gets the U.S. belt that he won, and he takes it to the pawn shop, and he tries to pawn it. That's like a genius move. Heel heat, getting all kinds of good heel heat. He knows what he's doing, and he's awesome about that. Yeah, then he's at the pawn shop saying, I don't know, maybe Jey Uso and Rey Mysterio will come by. I don't know, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, he's a badass heel. He's athletic. He's cool, man. So everybody that's all hating on the Logan Paul LGN, if they're going to make new guys, he's one to make. And a lot of us old guys are out of touch, don't know it, but if you saw Logan Paul, you would appreciate him. He's wrestling Rey Mysterio at a pay-per-view, and Rey Mysterio did a springboard off the second rope or whatever into like a moonsault or whatever, and they were about to botch the whole spot and the move or whatever that, and Rey Mysterio was about to land on his head, and Logan Paul like got off the mat all quick, caught Rey Mysterio, saved him from botching and landing on his head, turned it into a power slam, made the whole, it would have been a big old botch in the middle of the match, and Logan Paul had enough smarts to get up and catch him in an awkward position, and that was athletic as fuck. So everybody should check out Logan Paul. He's kind of cool, man.
Well, I think a lot of modern people look at these guys like Justin Bieber. He's this kid who was a popular singer on YouTube, and then all of a sudden he got this big contract. And now he's this world famous singer. Well, I think a lot of people look at Logan Paul as, okay, he's this popular YouTuber. Like, hey, I want to become a wrestler. Done. And then all of a sudden, he got brought into wrestling, and now he's got this wrestling figure made in the very first series on top of it.
No, and
And
more, dude. He's got his Prime bottle all logoed out on all the shows nowadays.
exactly, and he's famous for being a YouTuber, and he's basically like that Hawk Tuah girl. She is famous for Like that's her rise to fame is for a stupid slogan, and she was everywhere. Her own talk show, her own meme coin, her own going to baseball games and all that stuff, being on talk shows, right? This guy was freaking his rise to fame was being a damn YouTuber, and now he's got his own talk show and his own podcast, and he's teaming up with like KSI and Mr. Beast, and he's got his own Lunchable line and his own energy drink line, and he's got his own wrestling figure, and he's got his own actual WWE main event type of deal and all that stuff, and he's like a multi-billionaire nowadays, and it's just crazy. He's everywhere. Like he's a freaking YouTube. It's like me. Imagine me doing what I'm doing nowadays on freaking YouTube, and then imagine next year all of a sudden I'm like hosting Amazon, whatever the hell this Mr. Beast bullshit is, hosting some kind of Amazon $500 million Squid Game type of deal. Like, what the hell have I done in my life that would represent my ability to host a damn Squid Game type of deal on Amazon? Going from creating this type of work, that's basically what Logan Paul is to a lot of people.
Yeah,
So
but he's like a big star. He's bringing viewers, just like all these other people they bring from this. So yeah, so talking about this, he's different. Like I hated it. With the first one, I don't know if it's the first one. It probably wasn't the first one. The Fridge and all those guys in that battle royal was probably the first one. But like when LT lost to Bam Bam, I hate that. I hate when all these celebrities come on wrestling and beat up a wrestler. I hate when a football player or a basketball player comes and beats up a wrestler. It makes wrestling look weak. It makes wrestlers look weak. But there's Logan Paul dude as being a real wrestler and shit. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I even hate it when an MMA guy comes into wrestling and beats up the wrestler and all that. It's like degrading.
What is this, the weights experience? Oh, those are the ghosts from Pac-Man. I was wondering what those were. At least I think those are Pac-Man ghosts.
I haven't really been looking at these comments now. I really look at them pretty good.
Oh yeah, Logan Paul is. If you ever see him talk, like in any of his videos, like he never gives me an impression that he is a just a decent human. Like even like if you knew him personally and hung out with him and actually considered yourself to be have a good friendship with the man, I never got that kind of impression that he would be like a decent person. Like when his baby, his own child was born, he was on freaking YouTube or on at TikTok or wherever advertising Lunchleys. Like mother effer, this is the birth of your child. Take a break from advertising your shitty Lunchables ripoff that is literally poisoning people. Okay, like the damn cheese and those Lunchleys, those Lunchable ripoffs were turning green. That's the second they were hitting store shelves. I'm like, and then you're trying to say how much more energy or how much more healthy it was than Lunchables. No, like doctors were getting on there and going over the ingredients and the health of Lunchly compared to Lunchables. I'm like, no. And then you throw like Prime in there, like it's supposed to be. I actually drank Prime, and I mean, Prime. I mean, because I like junk food. I wasn't hating on Prime, but I wouldn't be on a treadmill running for an hour straight, scarfing down freaking Prime, I'd either have a bottle of water or I'd have a Gatorade or something or a Powerade. I wouldn't be drinking freaking Prime while I'm, running down the street or while I'm on a treadmill or elliptical machine or something. Like the one I had tastes like freaking cotton candy. Like it tastes like it tastes like it tastes like a candy drink. It's like you're drinking candy. Like I said, it tastes like cotton candy. So it doesn't taste like a healthy alternative. So was it good? I mean, it was okay. I wasn't hating it, but like I wouldn't say that This is something that you should serve every day to your kids in a lunch or anything like that. So when they're like advertising, oh yes, it's like this ultra healthy alternative to Lunchables, I'm like, you guys are like idiots. And KSI, Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, there are all these ultra billionaire YouTubers advertising this ultra healthy snack to kids. I'm like, you guys are all freaking jokes, man. Come on. Be serious now. You can it's okay to, especially with your
Yeah.
wealth to get into business with something else, but don't be advertising it the way that you are. um like me, if I had their wealth, yeah, I would get into a bunch of different things to see what more I can make a profit in or whatnot. But that right there is oh yeah, it's like Lunchables are 2,000 calories, and their Lunchleys are 100 calories. It's not that kind of difference. It's like 570 calories compared to 566 calories type of difference.
Well,
Mm.
kids shouldn't drink that shit, but all food is poisonous. You don't even want me getting started on that shit on your channel. All this food is poisonous. You got to be an idiot if you think Prime is good for anybody. You
Yeah.
know, you're probably an idiot if you think the Lunchable is good for anybody, because that's all bad stuff.
Mm.
I saw Galactic pop up with the fucking hashtag standing wipe. That was funny as hell. Taco Bell probably is healthier than Lunchables. I don't know. That's a good question. They're all about the same bad, probably.
Yeah, so L says he got the original V series. I never saw the original one. I only got the remake, and the remake had Laura Vandervoort from Smallville. So I saw that remake, and I don't know. Maybe I will go back and watch the original at some point. I just not into watching movies or TV shows anymore. Actually, today my wife and we are rewatching Attack on Titan for like the third or fourth time in our life. I think we watched like the first 2 or 3 seasons of that show like 3 or 4 times
Of
in the
what?
past. Attack on
Oh,
Titan.
oh,
So I don't think we've ever completed the series because I don't think we've ever the final season was never out. So we watched like the first 5 episodes today, and hopefully this time we'll actually watch it all the way through and actually be able to watch the whole final season. Why doesn't this damn thing ever work?
I'm we got Fly over here talking about the V. V was, I think we talked about this before. V was awesome when I was a kid, and I tried to watch that V reboot. I tried to watch it like a couple times, man, and like I didn't watch very much at all. They got those V action figures. That'd be pretty cool. And then someone wrote in the comments it was pretty funny.
Mm.
I don't know who's on the left because our cameras are all messed up, but someone wrote the the guy on the left hit my cousin with his bike.
I mean, like I said, I only remember, and the only thing I remember about the remake is in the last episode. I remember the son, like the main character's son, getting eaten by like the queen, and because she like transformed into her daughter or something, who was in love with the son or something. I don't remember. And like all of the human race got like mind warped or whatever, so they were all like under a spell or hypnosis, and that was it. Even all of the people that were rebelling were under hypnosis, and that was the end of the human race essentially. I'm like, well, that was a shitty way to end a freaking series after one damn season. We basically lost. So, I don't know if that's how the original series ended, but I mean, I really wish that damn show would have continued. Um, I was on my first contracting first contracting job in Kuwait. So, I mean, I was like, I'd gone to the MWR and signed that series out. So when I was on my off days from work, I watched the series, and that's the first time I ever saw it. I mean, I binge watched the season. That's why I remember so little of it, is because I watched it so quickly. But other than that, I remember I enjoyed the show.
I think my furnace is messing up, and it's just
Morena,
driving me
freaking
crazy.
Morena Baccarin. Jesus freaking Christ. That is a goddamn name I can't remember. I can remember Firefly. I can't remember that goddamn name. Morena Baccarin. If I saw that name among a million other names, I'd be like, that's who she is. But like, I can't remember her name otherwise ever.
Look, and someone wrote, "What's up with the Bundy?" I'm sure they're talking about the Bundy LGN. Hogan
Well,
was gonna be the one that didn't come out right away and was making everyone all sad, but I haven't seen nothing about Bundy.
well, he's coming out in series 2, so that one's not coming out until like March or
Oh,
something. Like
really?
26.
Bundy's not coming out till series 2, huh? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that one is going to come out like around March of 2026, along with Warrior, and I think Jesse Ventura is also coming out in series 2. I mean, really, Warrior and Bundy are the only ones I'm really interested in, and they're re-releases. So, I mean, are we really interested in those two? Really? I mean, Jesse Ventura is at least a remake. I mean, a complete remake. So, the only reason I'm really interested in Warrior is because I'm curious what the Black Card Warrior is going to start selling for. Are people on eBay going to start selling those for like $800, $1,500, or is that going to affect like the original Grand Toys Black Card Warrior, or is that going to stay the same price? Are they still going to be $5,000 figures, the original, or are they going to drop in price? That's my concern.
See, with me not having none of that shit, it's a good opportunity to get it and get it cheap. Just the remakes, you know?
Mm.
Sometimes these toy collections come out and I don't get them right away. And then, like, and then I don't get them right away, you know? Because I'm like, I don't need to start up no collection. I don't want to get them. And then by series 5, there's so much cool stuff. And it's like, damn, I should have got that stuff from the beginning, because now if I want it, I'm going to have to go back and buy all this stuff and track it down and overpay and all that, you know? So I see this CLGN series kind of being like that. I probably won't
Yeah.
get none. And then by series 3 or 4, it's like, oh, that one's so cool. I got to get that one. And then I'm the kind of guy that has to get all of them, you know?
Well, you know what's funny as hell is Logan Paul is still up on pre-order for Target for $25. But you jump on eBay and people are selling a black card Logan Paul for $250. But here's the thing. Go on Target.com. Buy 2 Logan Pauls. $50. Even if you spend $50, you are guaranteed to get at least one black card. Because every other figure you get is going to, at least 1 in 2 shot, you're going to get a black card. And chances are you might actually get 2 black cards.
What
Because
about
what
these
I'm seeing,
posters? Are you buying 4 of them now? You can get the 2 different posters. Aren't they different posters inside?
you know what, that's the question. Because I will not open a black card. Me personally, I'm
One's
not
a
doing it.
poster and one's a fucking picture or something. Do you know about that?
And and that's another thing. Do I want to do that? Because now that's what's so hard about being a damn collector. Because that's a good question. Because now, if are you telling me I now gotta basically buy like 4 of these suckers just so I can have a a, a blue and a black card to open, so I can get the damn poster out? I mean, as a poster that important to me as a collector to put up? I mean, realistically, the poster and the figure and all that, it's more important to me for video's sake. Like when I do videos to show the viewers, it's more important for me to show the viewers than it is for me personally. Otherwise, just to have this stuff on card and put it on display for myself, that's all I need. Like the loose figure, if I have it carded, that's fine. For me personally, a carded figure is perfection.
Well,
The loose figures are more for videos, for reviews. Posters, same thing. It's nice to have it, but I would more like to have it for a review's sake, for viewer's sake, than anything else. So, do
Tony
I actually
Stubbs
have
says
to have
there's
it?
Tony Stubbs says there's 3 different Hogan posters.
That's crazy, man.
This shit's ridiculous. Fly, I'm gonna just call him Fly from now on. He says, I never cared about the posters. I never cared about the posters. They'd have to have made the LGNs reasonably like big rubber guys for me to care about collecting all the posters. And these new LGNs, you get some of those and you want to get big rubber guys.
mm,
It's gonna turn into like Hasbro style figures. It's like there's just so many companies making them and just so many.
mm. Hey, what's going on, Redneck? Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Just bought a black card Latuni Macho Man. So is that the 89 Macho Man, the black and silver? I still think that's my favorite one from Latuni. Now the blue one, the blue X-Men version type. Well, it's the X-Men to me, but it's actually Mr. Freeze. But I don't know, the now or never Macho in white trunks. Yep. I did okay,
Hey,
man.
do you see AJ coming out with a candy throwing macho? What's a candy throwing macho?
It's like his hands are like out like so. I like the look of it. I like the hand positioning because it's a little bit different. But
The
I think
King Haku type stuff, that one?
but the Macho Man, not really.
That's not the candy throwing one. I saw Haku. He looks like Haku. He's got the scepter and he's got the crown, and but I'm saying Haku because he's got the awful Haku pose. That could be the
Well,
candy throwing pose.
the candy throwing Macho Man is like this.
Have you seen the King Macho Man one?
Yeah, that yeah, but that's different. He actually has a crown and scepter, but that's a completely different figure though.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
He's got that one. He's also got the commercial Macho Man with the arms out, and then they let the robe open with
Yeah,
the
I saw like a picture, but I haven't like a drawn picture. I haven't seen like the actual figure of that.
Yeah, Tarzan Macho Man. That one, I like that one too. I don't know, man. Like, so he was asking
What
me my
the hell
opinion on
does
those,
Candy
but
Macho? What's Candy Macho Man look? What does he look like?
like a t-shirt on, short trunks, and hands out like so, glasses. But
Uh,
I don't know, man. I'm trying to stick with all of Latuni, but I don't know if I can go for that one. If I limit myself to like one figure a month, maybe, but at some point I'm gonna have to stop buying two figures. Like I'm probably gonna have to just buy one, and then I'm gonna have to ask myself, am I opening this or am I gonna keep them carded? And then I'm gonna have to say, okay, am I if I'm gonna open it, if it's all the same, like if it's the sunglass Macho Man with that pose, right? I might say, okay, I got one open. That means I'm gonna keep the rest of them carded.
you need
Because
to open up a toy store. You talked before about how you would like to show off your collection and all this bullshit. Get you a toy store, set all your good stuff in there, in cases or whatever, you mean? And then you'd be showing your shit. People would be coming to your store to see that. Plus, you could just flip toys like you kind of do anyway. Just turn that up a little bit and have your own store, and you'll have
oh,
everything. And
I've
a couple
made
years after that, you could start making your own toys. You could
hey
totally do all that.
Speaking of which, I did make a sale on eBay today. Before selling fees, $2.49 selling a Brutus Beefcake Hasbro. Cheers to me. Oh man, my first sale in a week on eBay, and after eBay selling fees, I'm gonna clear about $2.
Has eBay been slow lately or what?
I mean, when I was selling everything for like 99 cents, I mean, for about 3 or 4 weeks, I was selling okay. But like when I had Legion of Doom, because I had a bunch of Legion of Doom, I had a bunch of Nasty Boys, I had a few nails, like I had Kona Crush, like I had a bunch of really heavy hitters that I was selling. And I was making good money selling those. You know, I had a few Series 5 Macho Man, stuff like that. Those make good money. I had a couple Kamala figures, stuff like that makes good money, but I don't have any more heavy hitters. Now I just have basics. Like I got a million Series 1 Brutus Beefcakes or Roddy Pipers or Series 2 Jim Duggins. Those don't really I got like those don't sell. Um I had a ton of regular figures but with their accessories. So I've been selling up a bunch of those, but I'm like, you know what? Forget this. I'm tired of these 99-cent auctions. I'm gonna do like $30 starting bid with a $45 buy it now. $35 starting bid, $50 buy it now, something like that. 35, 50, maybe a $40 starting bid with a $60 buy it now. And hopefully that way, because they're gonna. If I got a Jim Duggan with flag, that's like a $100 figure, $125 figure, right? So if I do $90 with 125 buy it now, it's right there and it's in this range, so it's not like I'm overpricing it. So it's there's no reason for me to say, hey, let me just put it at 99 cents and just wait a week when someone could just buy it now at the price that it's going to sell for eventually anyways. So, and now that I've did away with the 99 cents, now nothing is selling anymore. So I'm like, okay, now I'm going back to that again. But I was able to make a bunch of sales. So I was able to get my status back up to top rated seller status again. So that helped that did help a lot. Because for like 3 months, I didn't make any sales. I made like probably like 10 sales in like 3 months. And I was losing my status because I just wasn't making any sales. So I had to sell stuff fast. And the only way to do that is to list things for 99 cents and put them on auction and see what happens. All right. I missed a bunch of stuff, so let's see what we got going on here.
It's kind of slow today, I think.
Yeah, stock because I think he's going to put it up for sale on Halloween, maybe. Adjusting his glasses. Yep. Probably buy all those tuning modules. Museum was a gift shop. I mean, if I could like turn my house or my basement into like a museum and charge the kids like $5, just kind of like walk around for like 10 minutes or something, 20 minutes, whatever. I mean, that'd be fun. I mean, obviously, I like to be a lot more than $5, but again, I try to charge something that I feel like people would be willing to pay. Um, I don't want
Get
to
that
tell
toy
them.
store, put your shit in there, and then you'd be selling those Brutus beefcakes for $10 all day.
I mean, that'd be freaking nice, but um, especially, I mean, shoot, I probably could. The dads that bring their small
Yeah,
kids
that's the
in.
thing nowadays, dude. A cool toy store with cool stuff in it. People love that nowadays.
This damn thing doesn't damn light up. God, this thing sucks. Uh, I'd go to a wrestling figure museum. uh, Trying to get that candy chucking macho. Candy chucking macho. Oh
I
man.
wish that everything went to plan with the MRW, and then that would be out a little bit right before the Mel Gens came out, and life would have been fucking sweet if that would have all happened like that. That's what I
Mhm.
thought. I don't got much money, dude. But I would have had mine, and I would have bought some others to mess around with. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I'm sure that's dangerous territory because I would have bought more and more, but I would love to get my little action figure with next to Matt Cardona and Hulk Hogan, Bundy, and all this bullshit that's happening nowadays. It's pretty exciting.
Let's see. L says you still have a complete set of Hasbro retros for sale. Um, the only complete set, I mean, you got to be. I do have complete sets. It depends on what sets. Like I've got complete series 1, for example, or I got complete series 3. I got complete series 5, for example, of Hasbro, or I got all 23 Hasbros that came with accessories in one bundle. The 23 figures that I have, a lot of the accessories might be customs, but a lot more originals. So, in my description, it will specify what are or what are customs, what are originals, along with the description of the figures, of course. So, or I'll have complete bundles of all the tag teams, both original tag teams like Rockers, Bushwhackers, Legion Doom, and then all tag teams that should be together, like Series 10 Bushwhackers, Head Shrinkers, the Series 11 Smoking Guns, Natural Disasters, tag teams like that. So, I mean, I do
The
put.
real smoking gun.
What about Smoking Guns?
You got real smoking gun Hasbro's or what?
I mean, the ones in that bundle, for that respective bundle, those are customs. But I mean, for my personal collection, yeah, I have originals and of course the carded figure. Actually, shoot, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if the carded figures that I have for my personal collection. I think the Smoking Guns I have carded. The cards are all original, but I think the figures inside might be customs. And I think the loose figures I have are obviously originals. Because I remember way back when I was buying all the cards original, and I didn't care about getting the figures loose or original because like I wasn't paying $500 or $600 for original green cards. And I was
Do
paying like
you do you buy and sell a lot of smoking guns, Ludwig Borga? Do those pass through your hands throughout the year or what?
I mean I've had originals in the past, but not now. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
I mean, there was a point when, because especially like 21, 22, I had all these duplicates. At one point, I had a complete second set of Hasbro's. And because I had so many duplicates, I intentionally was going out and buying a second set of Hasbro's to complete a complete second collection. And I built a whole second collection and put those up on eBay. And there was one guy that just sold a second set on eBay for like $5,600, something like that, for the entire series, for the whole collection. So I'm like, okay. So I went on eBay, bought all of the additional figures that was missing, and put those all up on eBay. I think I listed it for like $5,000 or something, and that thing sat there for like a year and a half, and it had like 50 watchers, 100 watchers, some big number. And occasionally you get a comment say, hey, would you be willing to sell this figure, that figure? But, nobody ever gave me a realistic, offer for it or anything. And eventually I just broke up the bundle and just started selling them off individually. I don't think I sold them off like individual figures. I think I sold them as individual series. Like I sold all of Series 1, I sold all of Series 8. And what's sad is I don't think I sold it for anywhere near $5,000. I don't think I sold it for anywhere near $3,000 for all of it. And I'm pretty sure I paid a whole lot more than all of that. So that was always very depressing. Because I don't buy, it's not like I go to yard sales and pick this stuff up for $1. I buy them off eBay and I pay eBay prices. So,
But you can buy in bundles and all that shit.
mhm,
This is
yep.
this is the bone breaker fucking variant that I was talking about before. If MRW ever takes off, then this would be the natural bone breaker NWO fucking New Weed Order variant. Did you see it or what?
Yeah, I see it. Hmm. Switch from Lego to figs, thinking that would keep me limited, but there are a ton of wrestling figs.
Yeah, see, that's what's crazy. So, like, I grew up on the LGNs and I loved the LGNs, right? And then when the Hasbro's came out, I was probably too old to be playing with toys, maybe not. You know what I mean? But when they first came out, it was like mountain bikes and all that. Like going from BMX to mountain bike was sad. Well, LGN dying and these Hasbro's was sad that LGN was dying, you know? But so then when I got older and shit, and the retros came out, I was like, because I lost my LGNs, whatever. Uh, and then when the retros came out, it's like, oh, here's my chance to collect a new action figure, wrestling action figures, And then I got some of the retros, and I just started buying the Hasbro's after that.
When I first started collecting in 2021, and I told you guys the story, right? I got injured in 21, came home, and I opened eBay because I wanted to kind of clear some of my military junk out of the garage. And I figured if I'd be home, I might as well kind of clean up a little bit, and made some good money selling on eBay. So I wanted to buy some stuff for myself, and I only wanted to pick up a few items for nostalgia reasons, and I wanted to pick up a few Hasbro's, maybe a few Galoops that I had as a kid, and I ended up picking up a lot more stuff and LJNs. Hell, I figured I'd pick up a few LJNs just to flip them. Never had them as a kid, had no attachment to them, didn't really know how I'd feel about them. Not until I had that first Nikolai Volkov, my first purchase, held it in my hand, and felt 100% different. And it kind of went all in. And shoot, didn't want to go for carded figures. Not until I got that original San Francisco Red Trunks Ric Flair. That's what got me into picking up carded figures. But if I only went for what I actually wanted was, Hasbro, not even the entire series, like my collection would probably literally fit in one single display case, and that would have been enough for me. So, and just imagine how much more money I would have had in my bank account if I just stuck to that bare minimum.
I used to have a lot of stuff. I sold it not even that long ago. But I used to have the house full of toys on the walls, toys everywhere.
But I mean, I also realized that there's so many people that tune in, that people I've met, people I've talked to, friendships I built. I'm grateful for that. So,
Yeah, man. One day, my favorite wrestler of all time, Matt Cardona, has told you you're gonna go visit your fucking room one day.
I mean, it's a small room, so I mean, it's like one quick walk around. A minute and a half later, and we're done. So it's not really much to see, much to talk about. But I mean, that would be a very quick quick trip for him if he ever did swing on by. But so like, because I've been out of wrestling for like over 25 years, I mean, there's not really much wrestling history or much wrestling talk that he and I would have. Uh, but at least these last few years, collecting wise, that segment of it would be really interesting.
Yeah, he'll slap you for having those zombie sailors in the garage.
Hmm. I mean, like I said, they used to be a very important integral part of the main display of the room, but I don't know. I don't know if the Mattel retros are really holding the room together. For that part of the door, and I might have to switch it up. I don't know if KWK is going to do a better job at holding it up. I might have to think it. Maybe Baby Title Run Toys does a better job of filling in that aspect. I might go back to having Zombie Sailors fill in that aspect, but I don't think so. I just got to find something that really ties it in better. I mean, I think I like the Mattel retros as a better line, but I
Mattel
think
retros are the best. That's just the
but they're,
way it is.
but they're just cheap. And from a financial standpoint, they're just cheaper figures. So if you're gonna spend $60 on this figure compared to $50 on this or $15 on this figure, you kind of want to showcase the more expensive of your collection. So that's why it's kind of odd that you would replace a Zombie Sailor figure on your main display with a Mattel Retro. That's kind of the way that I look at it. Now I could throw maybe grapples and gimmicks, but there's just way too many G&G figures out there. That's why they've been relegated to the garage duties, because there's just no way to display them all. Let's see.
Yeah, they were talking about cool stuff. I think they were talking about TNT and G.I. Joe.
So it's got audience.
Masters of the Universe.
Mr. Cage, I think, gone. Oh, speaking of a ring, somebody had specially requested that I take a look at all of the different wrestling rings that I have. Someone also especially requested that I take a look at all the Shawn Michael wrestling figures that I have, and I did that video today, and that took up 4 videos or 4 shorts. So for the next 4 days, that's going to be the short video. So the wrestling ring will probably be on day 5, which will be, what is that, Monday, most
The
likely.
Shawn Michaels Pay Girl. Did you track that down yet?
Oh, shit. I'm not really looking for that. Yeah, my coffee's almost over. And we're almost at an hour. I know you said you had to go to work. So we're probably going to end this at about an hour, right?
Yeah, man, I got to go to work. My furnace is going out. I don't know what's going out, but life sure sucks.
Oh, you're good, man. Shoot. I mean, like I said, these shorter live streams are probably going to be better. And I also got to kind of cool it with the drinking for the most part. I mean, I just like to come on and chat every now and then, and I'm also been pondering the ideas of middle of the day, 2 p.m., just coming on just to shoot the shit for maybe 10 minutes, just because. I mean, nobody will probably be on, but just because I feel like it one day, just because.
There's Brian talking about his furnace. My God. That's the last thing I need in my life is a furnace. Can you just put a hole in your house and make a goddamn little word furnace?
My damn furnace, I mean, I think we got that thing fixed or completely replaced. I think in either 22 or 23. And I swear to God, that son of a bitch better stay fixed for the next 5 to 10 years, if not longer. Because if we got to have that thing replaced, like completely replaced again within the next decade, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, how much is that?
Aren't those suckers like $6,000 or something?
I don't know.
Like they're expensive. I think they're like $6,000.
You know how your roof. So you know how you like get financed on your roof and all that. Can you get financed on a furnace? Maybe, I don't know. Can you?
I would assume so.
Yeah, you can get, and like a hot water heater furnace, you can get that shit financed. They'll install it today, and you just give them $100, $200 a month or something. Probably,
So
huh?
So L says 16 years. So maybe a furnace lasts longer than I'm thinking. Maybe it's more like 20, 25 years and not 10 years. 'Cause I thought I
Man,
was
anything
getting,
lasts forever as long as you can buy parts. That's what somebody said. As long as they're still making parts, then you're good. I
so I
don't
was
know,
thinking like
man.
5 to 10 years, but maybe it's more like 15 to 25. Maybe I was being like under a new furnace is like what, 10 grand? Damn.
Probably are 10 grand nowadays, man. They're probably fucking 5 grand or something
Yeah.
10 years ago. But yeah, they're probably 10 grand now.
I mean, maybe it was a water heater that was like 6 grand, but I mean, they're freaking, they're up there, man. They got.
Yeah, I'd say the water
I
heater is
replaced
about
all of those
30.
suckers. Ugh. They discontinue parts. Yeah, that's a freaking issue too. Um, my most expensive option is hearing pump with the natural gas backup, and it was quoted today at fifth. Jesus Christ!
Oh
On that
my.
note, I think we're gonna have to tune up because
Yeah.
I, 50, they tell me $15,000 nowadays. I mean, all my stuff, like I said, all my stuff is brand new within the last few years. Even if they come at me like 10 years from now and try to tell me, 5, 10,000 grand, I'm like, no.
In my
Warranty,
boat, man, in my boat, the payment plans like my roof, that's gonna be no good by before I even pay it off. You know what I mean? Either that or as soon as I pay it off, it'll be time for another one. You know?
yeah. Damn. That's I think that's the only good thing about getting the roof that I did is that, like I said, it's a lifetime warranty type of deal. And
Oh yeah, your roof is awesome.
if we move, the next family has it for a lifetime. But I mean, it's basically good for 100 years. They said so. This house is gonna be taken care of for the next century. That's awesome. But uh, it also financially restricts me for a good chunk of time though.
All right, man. I better go to work.
Yeah, but
I'll
I'm
think about this shit all day at work. I'll come home and I'll shoot myself in the head.
man. I would,
All right, man.
I will see you next week,
All
and
right.
I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody else. And in the meantime, thanks again, BBA.
All right, later.
Take care, bud. Yeah, it's dangerous. I just attempted show to get their discount code. All right, guys. Hey, Redneck. What's up, bud? We're only gonna do an hour today, guys. As always, I just wanted to say, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. It's always been a pleasure to have you guys join us for our dual live streams. So be sure to tune in to every Wednesday with Bum Break in Action and Bum Shadows. And I have our Monday live streams, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Friday, I think Fly the Yellow Knight might try to do a dual live stream. And Latuni, Ahmad, and I from Latuni might do a dual live stream coming up this Saturday. And if we can link up on Saturday, that should be a fun one. We might try to do a sort of unboxing of the newest Mattel of Hulk Hogan and pretty much any other figure that we do have available. Possibly, we might unbox the Logan Paul. Frankly, I look at the figures on card, and I'm having a hard time opening them. I think they look absolutely spectacular. But if I do open them up, oh god, I just got the single video and it just looks horrible. Hopefully I don't my head doesn't look as big on screen as it does to me, but that is the game plan for Saturday. Maybe I could talk to Ahmad about possibly going through Latuni about the release of Maniac Riot Wrestling. Maybe we could talk to him about other future Latuni releases, but that is the game plan for Saturday. I don't know if we're going to do a 2-hour live stream. It could be an hour. It could be 45 minutes, but we shall see. Absolutely, bud. But guys, that is it for this live stream. I'm gonna look at the last of these messages. All right, looks like it's not ready yet. AJ on Saturday, yep. Candy Chuck and Macho. Obviously Friday is your best show, but this Saturday should be a good one. Yeah, if you're still up for it, I'm going to talk to AJ again tomorrow. I'll probably talk to him again on Friday just to clarify, make sure he is up for Saturday. And if it's a go, I will reach out to you, obviously, both days to make sure you're comfortable for Friday. And we can knock out another hour and a half, maybe even a 2-hour show on Friday. Depending on how I feel, it may not be a drinking night. Again, I've been sick for days, but we'll go Friday, and we'll have AJ on Saturday, and we'll continue our week per usual on Monday with bum shadows. Oh, he does do bum boxing. Dang it, kind of using some of his verbiage. Bum boxing with bum shadows. And then, of course, BBA back on with Wednesday's show. All right, guys. That's it for now. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys next time. Take care, everybody.